There was a man so tormented, they chained him in a graveyard. Not because he was evil, because no one knew how to save him. He lived among the tombs, screaming through the nights, cutting himself on stone, breaking every chain they put on him. The villagers tried. Iron chains, iron shackles, whatever they had. He tore them apart like thread, every single time. Eventually they stopped trying. They just let him howl in the dark, alone, among the dead, because it was easier than facing what they couldn't fix. Maybe you know what that isolation feels like. Not chains of iron, but the kind no one else can see. The thoughts that won't stop. The shame you can't explain to anyone because you can barely explain it to yourself. The sense that something inside you is louder than you are, and everyone around you has just learned to keep their distance. This man had a legion of them. Mark's gospel says his name was Legion because they were many, and they had taken everything from him. His name, his mind, his home, even his own voice. Then a boat crossed the water, and Jesus stepped onto that shore, into the one place no one else would go. The man ran to him, not to attack, but to fall down before him, and the voice inside him screamed through his own mouth, "What do you want with me, Son of the Most High God?" Notice that. The very darkness inside this man recognized exactly who was standing in front of him. Before the disciples fully did, before the villagers did, before anyone else understood who this was. Jesus asked him one question: "What is your name?" Not, "What's wrong with you?" Not, "How did this happen to you?" He asked for his name, because everything the darkness had stolen from this man started right there. His identity. Before healing could happen, Jesus made him say who he was underneath everything that had taken him over. And with a word, just a word, Jesus cast them out. The legion that no chain could hold, that no village could contain, that had ruled this man for years, maybe his whole life, left the moment Jesus spoke. If you've ever felt like something inside you was louder than your own voice, stay with this. This story was written for you too. When the villagers came running to see what happened, they found him sitting there, clothed, calm, in his right mind. The man who used to howl among the tombs, who couldn't be touched or reasoned with or held by anything, was just sitting, talking, whole. And here's the detail that should stop you. The villagers were more afraid of him healed than they ever were of him tormented. They begged Jesus to leave. Sometimes the people around you get uncomfortable with your freedom because it means they have to face what they'd gotten comfortable ignoring about you being broken. But the man didn't ask to leave with Jesus. He asked to stay, to go home, to his own people, and tell them himself what had been done for him. Here's what this story is actually about. There is no chaos inside you that is louder than the voice that spoke it into silence on that shore. Not the thoughts you can't stop, not the shame you've carried since you can't remember when, not the parts of you that feel unnameable, unreachable, unchangeable, the parts you've stopped introducing to anyone. Jesus didn't need a legion's worth of strength to answer a legion. He needed one word. Your giant might not be visible to anyone else. That doesn't make it less real, and it doesn't make it beyond reach. What's the legion you've been carrying quietly? Name it in the comments, even just to yourself. Because the first thing Jesus asked wasn't, "What's wrong with you?" It was, "What is your name?" And he's still asking. Face your giants. That's what this channel is for.